Black Mass. Johnny Depp is back, and boy does he kick ass. So, Black Mass stars Johnny Depp, Joel Edgerton, and Benedict Cumberbatch, or as I like to call him, Benadryl Cabbage Patch. This is a film about James Whitey Bulger, and is directed by Scott Cooper. This has a really highly talented cast. Special mentions go to Dakota Johnson and Kevin Bacon. And basically, Johnny Depp has returned to a point where he plays really interesting characters. So the days where he played Edward Scissorhands, those kind of days, not the days of Guyliner and City Walks, which is really refreshing, and he proves why he's a phenomenally talented actor. He completely nails it. He plays a gangster in South Boston called James Whitey Bulger, and you don't see Johnny Depp. If you weren't a movie fan and you didn't know that Johnny Depp was in this film, and you read the credits, you would go, holy shit, that's Johnny Depp. You don't recognise him, and that shows his talent. The fact that he can play this role phenomenally, and you don't know it's Johnny Depp. You see the character, you believe the character. He has grit, he has drama, he has passion, he is a character with passion. And it's a privilege watching Johnny Depp in this movie. Joel Edgerton also nails it as John Connolly, who is a member of the FBI and basically forms an alliance with Johnny Depp's character. That the FBI will keep Whitey Bulger clean, and he will get dirt for them, get them intel, etc. But James Whitey Bulger completely puts the FBI in deep water that they can't deal with. And Joel... The thing with this movie is you assume that Joel Edgerton is the way into the film. His character kind of feels like that, the way he's looked up to Johnny Depp's character and wants to be like him and is like, we need this guy. The FBI didn't need him. They didn't need him to get intel for them. Yes, they cracked a case, but James Whitey Bulger completely nailed them. And no one in this character there's no one in this film that you're really like, yeah, okay, I can get behind this character. And that's slight. The problem with that is it's difficult to get into the film because there's no one to really side with. That's the real big criticism I have with this movie, the fact that there's no way into the movie. The only way really is Dakota Johnson and Julianne Nicholson's characters, who both play partners of Johnny Depp and Joel Edgerton's character, but they only, between them, they have about 5 minutes of screen time. It's like, that's not enough. Now, Benadryl Cabbage Patch, or Benedict Cumberbatch as he's more commonly known as, has split opinion because his American accent is very distracting. It feels very forced, but I kind of like that, and the reason why I like that is not because it's Benedict Cumberbatch, but because he kind of sounds like a snobby character. The way it feels forced, I kind of like that. and it means that you don't like his character, and you're not meant to like his character. So for me that made sense. And for me, this film, weirdly, has proven that Benedict Cumberbatch isn't a good actor. He's a superb actor. And the reason behind that is that you don't see Sherlock, you don't see Doctor Strange, you don't see the character he played in The Imitation Game. You see Billy, Bulger. And for me, you ask no more from an actor. His posture, even his voice to a certain extent, the way he acts, is completely different to the way Benedict Cumberbatch normally acts. And the thing about this film is it is all about the performances. All the performances in this film are spot on. You kind of lose a couple of characters, but most of them, even the gangsters, hold their own, and they stand out as characters with arcs, with motivations, with character profiles, and I really appreciate that as a film goer who goes there for the story and the characters. I really like that, the fact that all the characters, you understand why they're there. And for me that's really important, that you don't have actors who are just there because they are. As I said earlier about characters, I said that there was something I didn't like. I can't remember. And that's the problem with this film. There's really little not to like about this movie, apart from the fact it's difficult to get into it because there's no really good guy. And you could say there is a good guy, the bureau guy who comes in towards the end of the movie, but he doesn't really do much. He's kind of there. Yeah. So, Black Mass, I am going to give it a whopping 9.1 out of 10 rod points, because it was just, I love this movie so much. Now, be careful, it is very violent, it is very brutal, and if you don't like that, do not watch this movie. Compared to Legend, the performances are very similar, the characters are very different, they're very similar movies, but Legend is less brutal in this way Black Mass is. Black Mass, have you seen it? What did you think? Comment below and let's have a discussion. Please subscribe to get all my Advent content. Please like this video and please ask questions for Question Jimmy. My name is James Rod and this is me signing out. James Rod.